It's on his page. It's on his page. Dene, Deneyaty podcast. Had it on 720 all this time. It should have been on 1080. What do you get that? Should be a quick move. Oh yeah. Late. You'll be sleeping late. See you tomorrow. On Friday. Yeah. Well, paid to be here till the end of the night. So. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Monias walking in there, cannot beat. And they score a big rebound Comes out PBCN goaltender Josh Henry, a big rebound that came out. That one came out to number 84. Ashton Barant, and it is 1-0 Cross Lake. So what are the chances I put the two teams that are playing together, a couple of rosters on the same page from teams? What are the odds? So just going to go over the lineups here for the PBCN Sabres as Moniaz fires that one in. Muswagon on the forward lines as well. So Josh Henry in goal. Tyson McCollum. Number 8, number 9, Evan Charles. Number 4, Nick Linklater. He's going to fire that one in. 22, Dylan Clark. 68, Stephen Marasti. Trey Mudry, number 27, and Ken Clark, number 15. Will Witter, number 11, 87, Jordan Abernatz. And Kysten Clark, number 77. So a wraparound attempt there for Cross Lake Islanders. And your lineup for the U18 Cross Lake Islanders. Miles McCauley in net. Joseph Berg, number 14. Tyson Sinclair, 13. 57, Dalen Moniaz. 24, Manny Ross. Chase McDonald, number 11. 84, Cashton Baron. 78, Donnelly Muswagon. Howard Dorian. 22, Clinton Thomas. Number 20, Caden Lease, number 12. 18, Ethan Spence. 88, Trace Sinclair. 23, Nico Nepanak, and Keyston Thomas, number 28. So those are your lineups here for today. Good chance there for Will Witter. Witter now with it, circles back. Couldn't get by Moniaz. Miles. They score! Number 22, Dylan Clark. Pulls off a spinorama move there. Fires it on net. Miles was down. The goaltender, Miles McKay. Miles McKay was down and got that one, snuck it right under the pad. So right around now, PBCN walking in. Mudry lost that one. Bodies being thrown around. Park, Mudry, and Witter out there. Moniaz now. Henry slid way out of his crease. Abernatz in. High shot, a wide open spot there. Glove side, missed it way high and wide. And now the Sabres are going to carry that one in, and it's going to be covered up. So 1-1 hockey game. The clocks have been starting on time. A couple of these teams have been delayed there as Howard Dorian was held up by the officials. Not too happy on the play, but Abernatz is going to head back on the neutral zone. Abernatz goes left, waits it out, pass in front. McKay, puck is loose. A quick play there. Caden Lease now. Caden Lease. Quick pass up ahead. He's going to retrieve it down. Ethan Spence. Quick play up ahead to Sinclair. Now Moniaz. Moniaz had 4 goals in the last game. Has already got an assist in this. Leask fired on net. Monias there. Spence couldn't get there in time. Leask to Monias. Marasti by the defenseman. Marasti couldn't get a good handle on that one. He was right in the slot. And offside is a call there. Abernatz, Will Witter rather, came up too quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be moving to rink number 1 here after this game. Looks like it's a big game tonight in Edmonton as well this afternoon. 3-1 Edmonton so far. 1-1 hockey game here in Prince Albert First Nations as the Sabres. Clark picking up speed, trying to flick that one up in front. McKay was down already. Mudry left it there for Clark. Clark coming up the right side, loads up, high shot into the netting. That one's played off the boards. Big bodies being thrown around there. Mudry calling for it, but they cross leg now. Muswagon with Monias. Waits for it. Wide open net. Henry was down. Now Monias walking in now through the circle. Stopped there by Henry. Played alongside the boards now. Number 18 couldn't get a hold of that. Ethan Spence. Burge is going to go up the left-hand side, flick it high into the netting, and that's going to be out of play. Close to being offside. Now Mudry with a high shot. Kept in the line now. PBCN Sabres working. Monias is picking cherries down there. Cross Lake Manitoba zone. Monias now up the right-hand side. Can't get by the D. If everyone's still wondering if Pat Linklater and Jennifer are still going strong. Clark, high shot, stopped there by McKay. Puck still loose. Covered up by McKay. Mudry behind McKay. Still with it. Left there for Monias. Now Monias and Burge. Burge up the left-hand side. Waits for it. Stopped by Henry. A big save there as he decides to fire that one. A good job on the defense there to give the goaltender the shot. Whoa. Blew a tire in the end there, number 21. Number 91, rather. Thomas keeps it. Puck is still loose. Pad save there by McKay. What a stop. Monias now being trailed there by Clark. Clark is going to fire it on up to Mudry. Mudry now at the line for Witter. Witter all alone. Stopped by McKay. What a save. That one now goes off the official. The official was upset yesterday, too. He got in the way of a shot or a clearing attempt. And, I understand that you got to control your shot. But if you're in the way and you're in the way, you get hit. Don't be yelling at the players, because that's the second time I've seen an official letting the players know that. And that's why it's always important to be in position as an official. You got to read the play. You got to be ahead of the play a bit in terms of position to keep things going and not in the way all alone. Number 84 there for Cross Lake. Ashton Baron was in alone on Henry, but lost control as Will Witter lost that one. Munoz now walking in. Baron trying to center it in front. Got it in front, but Sinclair shot that one wide. Clark trying to clear that one. Finally get a hold here. PBCN, Will Witter. Over the blue line, high shot. Shoulder save there by McKay. It's an icing call. So hope you're enjoying the live feed, ladies and gentlemen. We are cold in this rink. My cameraman's not cold. He is eating ice cream. They're serving ice cream outside here. A couple of food vendors as well. Right here in Prince Albert First Nation. Quick wraparound attempt to win it off the post. Still a 1-1 hockey game here. 6 minutes remaining in this first period. Muswagon now. Muswagon lost it to Clark. Clark walking in, right-hand side. Takes a hit there. Right in front of the goaltender by Spence. Back down the other way. Burge loses that one. Picked up there by Linklater. Linklater now. Abernatz with speed is held up at the circle. Burge to Spence. Stolen away by Clark, and they're going to try to make this a 2-1. A big save there now. These goaltenders are on fire this afternoon. Both sides back to back. Not wanting to go home yet. Waiting for it. Love save! Steven Marassi thought he had McKay. Flashes the leather at 5:10 in the first period. 1-1 hockey game. The U18 division. The winner of this game is going to play Canoe Lake Young Guns. Cross Lake, Monias. Quick tip shot there by Chase McDonald. McDonald loses that one. Clark gonna wait for it. A quick old pass up to Mudry. Mudry trying to dangle the defenseman. Can't get through four of them. Witter dangles one, waits for it. Right open net! Mudry finishes her off. Will Witter draws everybody to the left with him. Did not see Mudry planted on the right-hand side of the net. And it is a 2-1 hockey game with 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. Played off the boards, out of the reach of Monias and Witter. Will Witter working his way up the far side over the blue line with speed. Tried to get a quick shot. That one goes off his skate, and Clark broke his stick. Clark going to the bench with a broken stick. That's the second time I've seen that today, actually. So in the play, you got to drop your stick. If the stick breaks, you got to drop it. Trying to attempt the one-timer pass there. Offside, White. Clark getting a little too excited on that play. .22, yeah. They got Dakota Flavel music playing in here. Trying to get everybody to shed a tear, I think. U18 division. Near side boards with speed. Quick shot off the iron. Nick Linklater. They're going to get a penalty. So orange for interference, 12. That's going to go to Mr. Caden Leask for interference. (2-1). A minute and 20 remains. Back-to-back action. A lot of shots over in the in favor of the PBCN South End Sabres. So a couple of good shots and opportunities for Cross Lake. Of course, they open up the scoring first as well as Will Witter scores! Walking in with speed, gets past the defenseman, puts it right underneath the blocker of McKay, and it is a 3-1 hockey game. So Leafs not happy. 45 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for period number 2. We'll be back momentarily to bring some live hockey action here. Battle of the Bands, Prince Albert First Nation. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1 hockey game for the Sabres, South End Sabres, PBCN. Of course, they all fall under the Peter Ballantyne Cree Nation. Monias is going to pick this one on up at the line. Moudry, Abernatz. Offside is the call there. So just a quick update. The other, it is 1-0 Cross Lake and Kennel Lake. That is the U15 division. So after this game, we're going to go do the finals for the U13, I believe, in rink number 1, and we're going to stay over there in rink number 1. Rink 2 has a Kennel Lake. Actually, we might do that one because it's semis. Witter tried to get the pass across. Right off the pads there of Monias. Monias with speed, trailing. Trying to get the pass across there to McDonald. Couldn't connect. That pass broken up. Sabres. Moudry. Moudry and Marasti out there for the Sabres. Walking in, Cross Lake. Left that one a little too quick. Marasti lost it. Over the blue line, Cross Lake. Trying to get within 1. Centered across, nobody there. Will Witter. That pass intended there for Moudry. Walking in now, high shot. Stopped there by Henry. McDonald. So face off here, the near side circle. Blocker side of Henry. Circling back is Munias. He's going to try to get a shot off, but he's stripped down below. Clark trying to get a shot. Score! Munias in front, all alone. Cashton Braun centered in front. You got to get the puck to the net. It's not always about making that fancy pass, that TikTok video play. Get the puck to the net. 3-2 hockey game. Cross Lake, Pimichikamak, Cree Nation, Northern Manitoba. Over the blue line, Will Witter gets past the defenseman, leaves it there, shot, score! So back to back. Evan Charles was trailing there with Will Witter. Witter was stopped by the defense. Charles kept going with the puck and beat McKay 4-2. Once again, back-to-back goals now. A 2-goal lead once again. Cross Lake down 2. Does Cross Lake, Manitoba have a northern store? Do they have that in that region? One of the most expensive places to shop in northern Canada. The Northwest Company is Marasti. Up the right-hand side. Picked this side by Monias. Monias is going to pick up speed up the near side boards as they go for a quick line change. Now 2-on-1, waits for it, all alone, stopped there by Henry. Joseph Burge was with Monias, got a quick shot, but was able to make the play. Monias now, not wanting to go home. A long drive, centered in front again, stopped by Henry. This has been a lot of fun here, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to call hockey. You get to bring some hockey. Of course, the internet gets a little bit laggy as well. Next season, Deniati Hockey Live, we're going to be bringing, I'm going to dive into a little more streaming for hockey games and maybe some championship Sunday hockey as well. One-timer there by Clark is stopped by McKay. Easily blockered aside as Crosslake makes their way over into the Sabres zone. Trying to center it in front, but held up there by Abernatz. Stolen now by Muswagon. Muswagon gets that one right across to Sinclair. Back to Muswagon. Trying to center it in front for Nepinak, who's waiting all alone up the right-hand side. Nepinak waiting for that pass. Good defensive play here. Clark and Mudry, a 2-on-1. Clark, shot. Tried to make the pass, actually, and that was poke checked aside. So you got to continue shooting here. Over 7 minutes have gone by in this second period. That's going to be fired back in. So both of them are going to go for a roughing. That is Nico Nepinak and Mudry. Trey Mudry. Roughing calls, 5-on-5. That one was thrown around the boards. Muswagon and Monias on the forward line there. Monias has been putting in the minutes here in this last two hockey games. So he did get 4 goals the last game. Loses that one. And the official that was got shot. Puck is still loose. Nobody there. High shot right over the noggin by Clark. Witter down low. Stolen by Muswagon. He's going to carry this back down behind the net. Spence with it. Spence plays it high off the glass there. Monias was right out of the reach. Witter up the right-hand side, shoots, he scores! A bit out of position for McKay. And it is 5-4. 5-2 rather, for PBCN Sabres. With 10 minutes have gone here in this second period. Championship Sunday. So the final game is at 8 o'clock this evening. And glove save there by stopped by Henry. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well there, ladies and gentlemen. New interview on TikTok as well. You can check that out. So hit that subscribe button on Deniati Podcast. Thomas plays that right around the boards. Almost picked up there by Mudry. Way out of the reach of Munoz. Munoz is looking a little tired now. A lot of minutes now. One thing I've always noticed, my brother was like that. You just love the game. You can just go and play. You have the ability and the skill to play this game. A lot of times you just need a quick breather. High shot there. A bit of a bad play on the defense for Cross Lake. Clinton Thomas was not too happy with that. McKay was down a little quick. PBCN centered it in front. Number 23 is going to get kicked out, Nico Nepanak. So he's being ejected outside the game. (6-2) on the game. And there is a mercy rule. I won't say anything yet, but if they score 3 more, they're going to do it for this hockey game. There by Morasti in front now. Trying to bury that under the pad. Monias with it. Quick pass up ahead. Sinclair still going with it up against Clark. Morasti trying to get that one loose. Finally picked up by Clark. Quick pass up ahead to Mudry. Abernatch trailing. Drops it there for Abernatch. Stop at the circle. Tipped that one wide. No call on the play. Kept in at the line by Witter. Lease trying to throw the body around wide open. An open net. And the shot. Another save there by McKay, who is already sprawled down. A good chance, but big save. They got Sean Kingston up there playing for that save. Clark trying to attempt the Michigan. Lost that one. Now Monias. Clark tried to bat that one out of the air. Shot stopped by Henry. Mudry walking in through the circle. Stopped there by McKay. Leask is going to walk this out of his own zone. Slowed down, taken down there alongside the boards by Clark. Leask now. Monias up the right-hand side, top of the circle, loading up a glove save. PBCN 9:30 remains. Clinton Thomas on the defense. Monias, it doesn't seem like he's getting off. He's looking a little gassed here as he makes his way through the neutral zone up the left-hand side, walking in. One-timer shot by Sinclair. Once again, Monias with it. Looking for his partners to get open. Over to Sinclair. Centered across. Henry's going to fire that one to the middle. icing there is going to be the call. I believe there's back-to-back games here for U18. No line change here on the icing. Abernatz with it. He's going to skate that behind Henry. Up the neutral zone in the middle. Quick shot. Stopped there by McKay. You know, a lot of young goaltenders here on back home on the res, wherever it may be. You know, goaltending is you're competing with two positions. And I understand this because I am a goaltender. I grew up in the res, and whenever we would go for tryouts, right, make it to the end and always told it was a little too small. And there's a lot of new fundamentals to playing net as well, and it's a good way to learn and go into new camps. Big shot there, stopped by. See, back when I was younger, it was so as goaltending, we need a lot more goaltending, a lot of more camps for these young goalies on the res to learn, you know, the edge work and cutting down the angles. And this is not stand-up goalie positions here anymore. And so there's a lot of new things to learn. So if you're able to bring that for these young goalies on your res, or maybe be able to send them to a camp in the city nearby, that's always good. You know, a lot of good hockey players, they're able to hone their own skills. You know, could be playing outside on the outdoor rink and stuff like that. But if these goalies are just getting shot on and not learning how to hug the post and the little things like that, there's always going to have one up on them with these players that are developing more skills. A good shot there by Leask. Leask and the tinted visor. Tinted fishbowl. Muswagon. Back to Muswagon now. Net was off and whistle on the play. So one more game here, and then we're going to move to rink number 1 for the finals. I think the young kids are just finishing up over there. It's going to go U13, 15, and 18 finals, I do believe, in rink number 1. There might be a final over here. It might be centered across there for Leask. Waits for it, and that is off again. So Henry. So 14, Joseph Burge had a few choice words. 4 minutes remaining. 6-2 hockey game for the PBCN Sabres. Leask and Mudry battling. So they're going to get a penalty. A roughing called. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but I'm not the official. Clark. Hey, score! I'm not sure what was happening there, but it is now 6-3. Clark let Monias walk in. 6-3. Short-handed goal. So these penalties they won't expire because it is now 4-on-4. That is going to do it for Mudry in this game as 2:48 remains in this hockey game. Monias on the chase. Beat there by Clark. He's going to walk in. 2 minutes remains. Marasti. Quick pass up ahead to Witter. Witter and Abernatz. Tried to sauce that over to Abernatz, and that play was broken up. So 6-3. Less than 2 to go. Checking on the Edmonton Oilers hockey game. Big game today. Not sure if it's over yet or not. So it is 6-1 for Edmonton. Wow. So it looks like Edmonton is going to go up to 2-1. The next game will be on Tuesday. And unless they get 3 goals here within a minute and 10 seconds. If not, I want to thank Cross Lake for coming on out. A lot of travel. Like I said earlier, they've got a nice charter bus. Saw it outside this morning. And shout out to the people that made that happen for these young people. Less than a minute to go. So I want to thank you guys coming on out. Safe travels. We'll see you guys all next year down the road. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. You can check out a couple interviews on Deniati Podcast, TikTok, Willis Janvier. So we'll be back here. Stay tuned for the next matchup.